Therapist Shabri Rawls has been posting mental health content on her TikTok for a year and a half. Recently, she posted a TikTok urging black men to seek mental health. Donnie, play the audio.
Say you need to expand your emotional vocabulary. It's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that. Like, it used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat, and bitches can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If a bitch is telling you, I need you to communicate more, open your fucking mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men. Black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. So when you expand your vocabulary and knowledge of what you are experiencing, because y'all are human beings who experience feelings and emotions and don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all ain't had to choke that shit down since 2016. Anyway, if y'all are not in therapy, expanding your emotional vocabulary, your life just off top is going to be more difficult.
First of all, before we get into this, because this has been a whole saga, and that was pretty old. Rachel, what do you think about that?
That black men need more therapy?
No, what do you think about that TikTok right there?
I think that she's saying a lot of things that are true.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, people got mad. There was a backlash.
Just on that one. Yes.
There was a backlash from that one. People got super pissed off. Mm-hmm. She then made another TikTok where she went on to let us know that they got her fired. Donnie?
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no fucking emotional skills. And I agreed and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you expanded the shit that came out your mouth. But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable like, hey, this bitch see me, and stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted massa. That's exactly what happened. So first the post goes viral on Twitter. Cause y'all need fucking help. And y'all wanted to argue with bitches blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not gonna be saved. And that's the conclusion that I've come to. So because this shit's gone viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool. We starting a discussion on mental health and people you might not like my fucking delivery, but motherfuckers is starting to talk, shaking the tables. I don't give a fuck. But then it turns into this entire crusade of attacking a black woman who serves the fucking black community. There were comments like, I'm gonna find her credentials and report her because I told y'all to be better. Yeah, y'all are fucking weird.
So she was fired. Okay.
Yes.
She was fired. As far as why she was fired, there are a lot of people out there that were speculating that as a therapist, the way that she was speaking, the things that she was saying, demonstrated a certain degree of discrimination, possibly latent discrimination against black men. The fact that she had such a pointed criticism of one particular group, some people thought was anti-black sentiment against black men. Oh. And that as a therapist, she is not allowed to have that, so they fired her. She, in the last salvo, has gone to Twitter to talk about how some of her patients have been affected by her firing. Donna, give me that audio.
Hey guys. Firstly, I want to say thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support in all of this. But I want to just hit a couple points really quick to just help you guys understand better what's going on. So, long story short, I posted some stuff on Monday, was literally fired on Friday, telling people to go to therapy. And a lot of people got upset and attempted to hurt me, but I want you guys to understand that you didn't just hurt me. Yeah, I may have lost my employment, but all of the clients that I've had, that I've spent 5 years with, establishing therapeutic rapport, now no longer have a therapist. The people that I was serving have very severe mental disorders, severe abandonment issues. Some of them don't even have parents. Some of them have just recently come down, and I was helping them process cancer diagnoses. So while you guys did this shit for clicks and views, my clients lost a support system. I have worked with these people for years, and now they don't have anyone. I don't know what I would do if my therapist was just axed immediately with no warning. So a lot of you guys who have reported me to my employer, whatever, have done irreparable damage, and I need you to sit with that. The doxing has not stopped. I had to change my phone number because someone, under the guise of wanting to protect me, tried to ambush me in a YouTube live, and it's terrifying. As a woman, getting random text messages, that shit's fucking terrifying.
Rachel, your thoughts on this whole thing?
Ooh, I mean, I think that people blew this way out of proportion. And I think that if she was using her social media to bring awareness to a topic that she is clearly familiar with by a community that she clearly comes from, then I don't understand what the problem was. I don't understand why people had to blow up her spot. And I don't understand why people felt it was necessary for it to go as far as it has, which she clearly is emotionally affected by because it has affected not just her employment, but also the people that she truly seems to care about as their therapist. I don't think that she's wrong in saying that Black men are emotionally unavailable, or at least what she's seen in her experience come through her door, or even you're smiling, you're laughing, or even as a general stereotype that is placed on Black men. And we talk about mental health and therapy a lot. And as we were growing up, it wasn't encouraged for people and for Black people at all to really pursue therapy. And I think even more so from men, because there's certain gender stereotypes that are placed on them in the Black community. So I don't think she's wrong in the things that she's saying. I think people had a huge problem with her delivery because I think people expect a therapist or a professional to be talking a certain way and maybe felt that her presentation was a bit unprofessional, but I think that she was putting on the whole pomp and circumstance herself for likes and views on social media and to garner that attention. But I think that it has all gone too far, and I feel sorry for her, and I feel sorry for her clients. But in one of the clips that we didn't play this clip, I wholeheartedly agree with her. The reason that she has been doxxed and the reason that her employer even found out about all of this and the social media attention that she was given is because there was an article written by a Black woman who put her on blast. And so that's part of where her pain and her frustration and her disappointment comes from, is that one of her own is the one who put her out there for their own gain, whatever it may be, and ended up getting her fired and their clients losing their therapist. And as a person who goes to therapy, if this happened to my therapist, I would be extremely upset.
Donnie, there's another video for her that I want to play for you real quick.
Are you going to set me up for something?
I'm not setting you up. I just one that wasn't in there. I just want to make sure that we play. I want to see if this changed your mind. Donnie, play this one.
All right, what's up? I got a lot of more shit on my mind. A lot of more grammar. I got a lot more shit on my mind, and I'm gonna spit it off. I'm tired of dating, just off the simple fact that men deserve hell in jail. Not all of y'all, but just like 99.9.999% of y'all. As someone who gives all in the relationships, I don't want to do that shit anymore. I would like to be taken care of, but you know, we'll see. You know, for one, I would like to be the one that's like nurtured, you know. But Not sure when or if that's ever gonna happen. So, in the meantime, I'm just gonna mind my fucking business. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all don't deserve my good, kind-hearted nature. Or this ass. Y'all don't deserve the love that I be giving. Y'all don't deserve the time and the attention. And again, y'all don't deserve this ass. So, be well.
What's your point?
There's no point.
What's your point?
So this is the thing.
Because that doesn't change my opinion.
I didn't think that it would. Number one, I feel sorry for everyone that lost their therapist. I'm sure they had a genuine emotional bond with her.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be comfortable with having anybody that I know see her as a therapist. If this situation were at all in the inverse, we wouldn't even be having this. If there was some guy, a black man, on his shit, telling women, you bitches get your asses up and take your ass to therapy so you can work your emotions out. It wouldn't matter what anybody's opinion about what he was saying. It wouldn't matter whether or not you thought it was true, whether or not you thought he had a point. It wouldn't matter at all. Y'all not standing for it. Y'all not going for it. We're talking about healing. Healing happens under the right conditions. If your body is too stressed out, if you have too much cortisol in your blood, you will not heal right. If you are sick and you do not get rest, your body will not heal properly. Healing is one of the most important things that you can do as a human being. And for us to act like the conditions that surround healing are as important as the healing itself is to do a disservice to the healing. There's no way that I could guarantee that this woman is providing the proper conditions for that healing. She just said that 99% of men need hell or jail. She said it, in my opinion, unironically, because she gave herself the opportunity to fix it. If I get on here and I say 99% of bitches ain't shit, there is no way that any black woman out there, these are things that she's making public. She's begging to be held accountable for the things that she's saying. She's begging for it. She's asking to be held accountable for what she's saying, right? I wouldn't be, if I saw a video with your therapist saying 99% of black women ain't shit, I'm not going to be okay with you going to that therapist. This is the real thing. A lot of women, for good reason, agree with her that we aren't shit. A lot of women, for good reason, agree with her that we're stunted, agree with her that we're stuffed up, that we're blocked. A lot of women agree. Maybe most women. I don't know how many. And so because of that, they think, fuck the way it's supposed to be done, or fuck the message, you niggas need to wake up. Y'all can talk to us like that. We can talk to us like that. A therapist can't. A therapist can't demonstrate to me in public that she has such a pointed criticism about one group of people. I don't have any problem. I talk about all the time, the fact that we need more therapy, that we need to talk to each other better. I talk about it. I talk about it not just with black men, but black women too. I'm never going to disrespect black women in order to help them. I'm never going to say what all of, I'm never going to say, not me.
Oh no, sorry. I'm not doing that because that's what you're doing.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, there was a guy who did that and he was rightfully vilified. There was a guy who disrespected black women in order to do what he thought he was doing to help them, to readjust their expectations and to help them build themselves up. And he would talk directly to them and he would say stuff like, take stock of yourself and do all of this stuff. And the way he would say it was extremely disrespectful. And me and a lot of people said, you can't talk about black women like that. You can't talk to them like that. Whether you agree with him or not. I didn't, but a lot of people did. Whether you agree with them or not, you can't talk to them like that. You can't do that. And that guy died. His name was Kevin Samuels. And I'm not saying she's the same as he is, but what I'm saying is, why all of a sudden it doesn't matter when somebody's talking to us? Like, how far is this going to go? Like, the reality is, if she's a therapist and she wants to heal people, she has a responsibility to be healing. She has a responsibility to it. And by the way, the fact that video of her saying that 99% of black men need hell or jail comes out after this, she feels away. And that's okay. She has a right to feel away based upon her experiences. But to me, she does not have a right to, under the guise of being a therapist, just like get her shit off.
That video she posted is after this incident, or somebody dug it up from the past?
It was before. But
Okay.
what difference does that make?
No, I just wanted to understand the timeline. It has no bearing on like a point that I'm trying to make or anything. This is what I'll say to that. The reason I say it doesn't change my opinion about what happened to her, or whether she was speaking truth when it comes to Black men needs to be more emotionally intelligent and more available in order to be able to communicate with their significant others. I believe that. And maybe that's not just to Black men, that's men in general, right? She's speaking to Black men. Apparently this is her clientele as well. This video has no bearing on that to me. What I will say is that we are two people who go to therapy. I'm sure my therapist does some fucked up shit, and I am sure that he has his own personal life. We don't know about it. There's nothing that we know. So she can have, you're making a face right now.
Yeah, that's like saying if you find out that somebody is saying the N-word, like y'all went through this on the Bachelor. What are you talking about?
That's not my point. That's not my point. I'm not saying, I'm just saying that they have a life that I don't necessarily know about. See, you're saying what she's doing is as bad as the N-word. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is the fact that you're ignorant to it doesn't change the fact that it informs how they go about their life. So if you feel so right now, y'all found out that the girl back in the Bachelor days was going to parties, right? She was going to antebellum parties or whatever it was. Yeah, of course, once you know that, if you don't know it, of course it doesn't matter because you don't know it. But once you know it, you reevaluate in your life whether or not this person is qualified to even be a friend or even be on a fucking reality show. So why wouldn't you recalibrate that when you find out that about a therapist? I didn't say that. My point was that I was saying that their personal life is separate from when we go to therapy, we don't know about the other side of things. And so the reason I said that what she did has no bearing on me is because what I think should have happened and what I do believe, not think should have happened, what I do believe is that she should have her page private. And I think that there's something that you said that stood out to me, and I don't think that that's what this is. You said that she shouldn't be making comments under the guise that she's helping people. When I listened to that, and then you compared it to Kevin Samuels, when I listened to that video, watched that video, I don't think that she was trying to help anybody in that video. I'm separating the two, right? I don't think that video was her venting on her love life and why men ain't shit, like you said. It wasn't a video where she said, let me tell you this video and let me help you in navigating how to date a man. So I can't say that she made that video so that's the only thing that I have an issue with. I agree that once you know a therapist's private life, it can affect and it will affect how they're going to be with you in therapy. And she should make her page, if she's going to speak like that on her page, she should make it private, because her future clients or current clients don't need to know that that's how she feels about Black men. And now that they do, I get what you're saying. My only issue with what you're saying is that video, but you can't say that she put out that video because she was trying to help people. You did. You said she's doing it under the guise of helping people. You did say that.
Not that video. The first video that we're talking about was under the guise of trying to help people, telling Black men to try to get there. That's
you're
the
saying
video that I was
you're
referring to.
saying that it's under the guise of helping people. It's not a guy. I do believe that.
I don't. There's no way.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
And so all I'm saying is this. So number one, I don't think. Let me go on record. Number one, I don't think she should have been fired. I don't. I don't believe in rushing to ask people when they do stuff. I just don't believe it. I don't believe she should have been fired at all. Like in this situation, I don't believe she should have been fired. I do believe I wouldn't want her as my therapist. And I do believe that it was worth evaluating whether or not she was an impartial therapist or could be an impartial therapist based upon the video that she made and the earlier video. This is all I'm saying right now is obviously the reason why the 99% of y'all need hell or jail thing is because, look, we don't know what anybody does at any point, right? And we really don't know whether or not what somebody does, whether or not it informs who they are or not, right? Mm-hmm. We can't be sure. Mm-hmm. If somebody is going through that thing saying the Sony leak happened while I was at TMZ. Amy Pascal and Scott Rudin were making all kinds of jokes about Barack Obama and all kinds of stuff. They were saying all kinds of off the wall shit. When the Sony leaks came out, everybody, and so you know what people said? They were like, okay, well, if they're making jokes about this and they're saying stuff like this, right? How do we know that when they're looking to cast people or hire people, that there isn't some sort of implicit bias in what it is that they're saying and what it is that they're doing, right? Sure. How do we know that it's not in there? And people are, you don't know that, blah, 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 blah. So, well, how do we know? But in this case, I'm looking at people say, oh, well, shit, that was her saying this and that was her saying that. If I look at something right now and I don't think the way that she talked to black men in that first video was appropriate, I know that that's sometimes, like me personally, that's from Van's personal thing. I'm never going to be like, hey, y'all, like, I'm never going to talk down to black women in order to help them. We've talked about this before, right? We talked about this when Donald Glover, I keep bringing this up, when Donald Glover made had the scene in Atlanta where the white woman was talking to black women. I'm like, that's inappropriate to talk to sisters like that, to chastise them, even if what you're saying in that scene is your own personal experience or you believe it to be true. If you care about black women, there's a way that you're going to address them when you're trying to help them. And doubly so if you're a therapist. So I don't think that was appropriate. But when I continue to look, number one, the fact that she cannot keep this off TikTok. That she cannot keep this off TikTok, right? She can't keep it off TikTok. And then the fact that when I see her say 99% of y'all deserve hell or jail.
Yeah.
Well, like how much how much of that shit are we supposed to okay. All right, cool. I mean, what, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah. I mean, like, how much of that as a therapist? And then when you put it together, I don't see how it's just, you know what the bottom line is? Like, and I wish there was a better way to express this. But as a black man, I'm going to try to express this. We know that we've hurt y'all. Like, we know. Those of us who care to know, we know. We know. Mm-hmm. Like, those of us who care to know, who care to admit it, who care to come to terms with it, I've hurt. Definitely have. Hurt, done the whole thing, not been there the way I should have been. Like, we all have. Some of us are trying to remedy it. Some of us are trying to do better. But, like, we're fucking people. I don't know what's being expected of me right now. Like, it's like I'm a human being. So I don't think that this sister should have lost her job, but she definitely needs to clean up the way she's talking. I mean, it's like we can't do it like that.
I think, first of all, that she should make her page private. But two, I also think that she was really trying to be witty and funny when she said hell or jail. I do think that. And I don't really think if you sat her down and you asked her, this same way you have your opinions, I really think if you sat her down and asked her, do you really believe that black men should be in hell or jail? I really don't think that she would be like, yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, her experiences or what she may have learned may be why she is telling black men, look, I have been hurt. I've been through some shit. And this is what I'm telling you, you need to be able to communicate and successfully have a relationship with women or men or whoever it is you desire to be with. So I get you being upset by her comment. I do think that her social media behavior is extreme, but I don't think you can jump to the fact that because she made that statement that she cannot successfully help her Black male clients.
I'm telling you right now, if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all would not go for it.
Maybe so, but guess what? It's not. And if there's a case that comes with that, we'll see how I respond to that. I guess I don't want to do the whole. But if it was this, you would do this. Well, I haven't said that yet.
Okay, but we do that all the. But we do that all the time.
But maybe that would be the case. But it's not the case in the situation that we're talking with right now.
Donnie, what you got?
Man, I wouldn't want her as my therapist.
And I wouldn't expect you to say anything different. I don't know if I would want her as mine.
And you're a snake-killing, heartless bastard. And you still have enough feelings. You're an animal hater, and you still won't want her as your therapist, Donnie.
Right, but I agree with you saying that she didn't deserve to be fired. I don't understand. I don't know what the disciplinary situation is for therapy, but I feel like firing, that's too far of a move.
Well, I'll be honest with you. The thing is that there are all kinds of rules and regulations that people pointed out that you can't do what she did. Right? She's talking directly to a group that she has to serve. And there's a certain way that you got to do it, apparently. I don't know. We'll have more.
She shouldn't be on social media talking about it, period. The same thing, I said it in the first thing, the same thing that she is getting upset by, that people were doing things for clicks and likes. Mm-hmm. That's why you're being that extreme on social media, to garner attention as well.
Today's date, the date that this comes out is, this podcast comes out Tuesday, August 30th. I want you guys to file this because it's going to happen. Tuesday, August 30th. Donnie, give me like a lock, because they used to call me the elephant, because I don't forget. Give me a lock, like a lock. File this away. When the opportunity...
Great, Van. I'm so ready for you to be right.
When the opportunity...
Right.
I was already right about Mountain Lion. When the opportunity comes for me to show this double standard to Rachel, I want everybody to remember this day that I prove... We got to talk to each other better than that. We can't do it like that.
I agree with you, though. I'm not even saying that that's not the case, but whatever. Also, some people respond in a different way. I actually like to be talked to in a harsh way, but
Jesus Christ, Rachel, you're getting too personal now.
No, I just mean I respond better to being direct and being like straight to the point and just, I do. So maybe that's...
I can understand that. Look, it is like, ain't nobody, we don't need to hey, we do need to go to therapy. No bullshit. Fix yourself. No bullshit.
But maybe check to see if your therapist has a social media account.
Hey, I'm telling you, I got a therapist. I love her. If I find out some shit, I'm not gonna be able to trust her anymore. All right, that's enough. We've beat it into the Donnie. As a matter of fact, clean that up at the end. All right. Spicy podcast today. We gave you guys a little extra because we've been gone. We've been like 145 or something like that, 150, something like that. I've been watching Yellowstone more. It's the greatest show.
No, I have not seen one episode. You love to spoil things. Please don't say anything, Van.
I love to spoil things. You don't watch nothing. Yellowstone is maybe it's peak white.
What season are you on?
I'm like I'm done with it, but I'm rewatching it. I'm done. I'm completely caught up with Yellowstone. It's the greatest. It's one of the greatest.
Is that on that show?
Your home. Which one is your homegirl?
She is on. She's a barrel rider.
What's her name?
Well, her name's Hassie in real life, but I don't know.
Oh, Hassie. Yeah, Hassie's on the show. Hassie's like a little. She's like a little tart. She's like a little. Did you just call her Toots? No, she's like a little tart. Hassie's on the show. Yeah, she's on. She's like a little. She's one of the cowgirls.
I thought she was a barrel rider. No.
Barrel rider. She's a cowgirl. Yeah, she's like she's a little. She's like the Dutton Ranch.
I'm probably saying that so wrong. I don't watch the show, y'all.
Yeah, she's stirring shit up. All right, you guys. Black men, stay out of hell, stay out of jail.